Mic check. Testing, testing. Okay, everything seems to be working now. Phew. Hey, hello everybody. I don't actually know how many people are watching the stream right now, but if you're watching this in the future, in a VOD or whatever, thank you for visiting. I'm just going to be working on this pinup for Phantom 2040 during this stream. I don't think I'll be able to finish it. But yeah, I'm going to make a bit of progress on it. Let me make sure the camera is on in focus before we start. Make sure you guys can see everything that I want you guys to see, and nothing of what I don't want you to see. It seems like an okay crop. How's that? It seems cool. Just make sure everything's focused too. There we go. Boom. Check, check. Yeah. Audio levels seem fine. I'm gonna refresh, make sure I can see the chat. Alright. It works. Everything works. Cool. I'm just gonna plug away at this. Make a bit of progress before I turn this in. Ideally early in the week, this coming week. I also have an episode to work on with a fairly tight deadline as we close or start to close the season. Season 1 of Phantom 2040, that is. Been really fun to work on this series. When we started last year, I was actually a bit apprehensive because I don't know if this is okay to admit live, but like I wasn't a big Phantom fan going into the project. Sorry, guys. I wonder if that's gonna get me in trouble. I wasn't a big Phantom fan going into it. I've since really started to enjoy the character and the fact that he's just so versatile. I want to say you can do bulk action with him, and like clearly with this series, we can do a bit of like a cyberpunk vibe to it. That's sort of like if you're reading the comic right now on Comics Kingdom, the vibe we're going for is really very Batman Beyond, or like sort of that Blade Runner aesthetic. Yeah, I'm just stalling over here, guys. I don't know if you can tell, but this is our guy Carlos, Phantom 2040, and this is a pin-up sort of like a season bookend or like a movie poster for the season, and this will serve as sort of like just to end cap, I guess, the series or like encapsulate the whole story of this particular season. Main characters: this is Carlos without the mask, iconic Skull Cave or Phantom lore for all you Phantom heads, and his pal Mel. Every comic needs a redhead, right, guys? Oh, here we go. I'm just gonna drop. It's better. I'm gonna have a friend pop in here, keep me company. I'm gonna give my friend Eric Kennedy a call on Discord here. I hope the audio works according to plan. Let's see. Check, check.
Yo, are
There
you
you
live
go.
now?
Yeah, I'm live now.
I can't. There's no more cursing. There's
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
no more off-color jokes.
Unfortunately, yeah. Hold on, keep
People are
talking.
watching.
Keep talking. Let me make
Crucially.
sure your audio levels are okay.
Okay, audio levels.
Check, check.
What is it? What does it all mean, John? Now that you're live,
It
does
means,
this mean that this is official?
yeah, this is a cry for help. I'm officially crying for help.
Hmm. All right.
Yeah.
I didn't come here for that. I thought
No,
it was just a cool hangout, man.
but it's that too. It's a bit of
Yeah,
both.
no, it's not cool when you're crying for help. Those two words,
Oh,
typically not cool words to be associated with. All right, so what's going on in here? How are you? How long do you do this for?
I'm probably gonna be here for a couple of hours. It's 4 a.m. for
Okay.
me, and yeah, right. Look at that. Look at
Yeah.
those. Look at those baby numbers. You must be thinking.
No, I'm thinking those are adult numbers. I'm sleepy just when you say 4 hours.
Are you really?
Now it's 4 a.m. for you.
Yeah.
Are you taking advantage of the fact that there is that time translation from where you are to the US?
You could say that, but I also like assume this is most American people's afternoons, right? So if they're just having a chill
Yeah,
Saturday, they're more
yeah.
than welcome to hang out here. In fact, one person is already in my chat. I think this is Abby from Twitch, or a good old friend
Oh, right
Abby.
on. Oh, wait,
What's
wait,
up,
wait.
Abby?
Where are you streaming to?
I'm on YouTube.
Oh, and it's live now, and Abby's here. Hello, Abby.
Yeah, I'm on YouTube right now. Hi, Abby. Yes, I'm feeling better. Thank you for asking. I
What was wrong with you before?
had
Were
that.
you feeling under the weather?
Yeah, I had that flu a couple of weeks ago.
Yuck.
Right? Hold on. This is too quiet, Eric. Let me make sure we have some background music to keep us company.
Oh, I thought I thought your soft caramelly voice would take us through 4 hours.
It typically does. Not today, man. It's kind of a tiring day, if I'm perfectly honest.
It's a what day?
It was a tiring day.
Okay, tell me about your day. What'd you do?
It started early.
Yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still here. I'm paying attention.
It started early because I had to, and I didn't want my wife to have to deal with the heavy lifting, the literal heavy
Okay,
lifting of like lugging a bunch of old clothes and paraphernalia to the car. Because
okay.
shouldn't be burying the lead here. We had a garage sale. We were part of a group garage sale today
Yeah, 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 yeah.
out in the
All
town.
right. Okay. So the heavy lift was for stuff that's from your garage. Do you have a garage?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay. I don't know what
And
I think about the Philippines. Clearly, I don't.
right.
For those of you who don't know, John Amore is Filipino. Look at his
Yeah.
face.
Yeah,
Do you
yeah.
have a Filipino face? I mean, do you have a camera on your face?
No, I
You
do
don't.
not
All
right
right.
now.
All right. I don't know what the rules are because I remember Twitch days. It was almost critical to have some kind of camera pointed at you because it's so much better for blah 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 blah. It was boring.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you're carrying that over now.
I'm probably gonna eventually have a camera on my face on this thing. But the
Mm-hmm.
nature, right? Like I know I'm gonna continue my story in a bit, I promise. But the nature of this
Yeah. Yeah.
working traditionally is that I've got an overhead camera pointing at the art, and
Sure.
it's in the way of my tender face.
Hmm. That's not the word that I would have used, but I get the point that you're trying to communicate, which is to say there's a camera in the way. If you were to, what you're saying is if there was a face cam,
Yeah,
the camera that you're using to shoot down towards your traditional art would be in the way of your face.
correct. Of my
Isn't there
tender
a
face.
way that you can sort of kind of angle it in such a way there that it's not in your face? It doesn't have to be head on, right? Do you have an ugly profile? Could you say that you would?
How dare you?
I'm opening it up as a question. I'm not making a statement, you know?
And just having to ask, the insinuation is
Mm-hmm.
already it's too much.
All right. All right. Okay, so continue. You're saying heavy lifting, wife, garage sale.
Yeah,
Philippines has a garage.
we were bringing well, I was bringing mega boxes into the car, and uh lo and behold, they don't fit into the trunk, not conveniently.
Mm,
So then I had
yeah.
to disassemble a bunch of things. It was a whole blah blah blah.
What's that? Wait, wait, wait. You said a term, mega box. Is that what you said?
Mm-hmm.
What's a mega box?
That's what these things are called. Oh, that's what we
Hmm.
call them anyway. Maybe it's just a brand.
Mega box. Well, hold on. I'm
Storage
gonna look
box.
this up. Okay, but you could have said storage box, but I'm like mega box. Like the
Yeah,
Philippines just goes so extra, dude.
right. I'm drawing on
Trading cards come up.
I'm drawing
Okay,
on
can I put mega
quantum
box
paper right now.
Philippines? Yeah, using your ultra lead. You know.
You probably can. Just try Mega Box for one thing.
Nope. Nah, the trading cards come up.
Oh shit.
Okay, I see it. I see it. It's like just let's go. It's just it's a plastic bin. It's a
Yeah.
brand.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Okay. I guess so.
It's a brand. Yeah, in the Philippines. Okay, okay. All right. I'm on board. All right. So you use your big strong muscles
Yeah.
to help
Yeah.
your wife.
Yeah. Not breaking a sweat, by the way, to lift these things.
Yeah, because you're strong. You know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I did it so fast.
Only a mega man can pick up a mega box, I suppose. All right. So early in the morning, you put the mega boxes into the mega trunk. Oh wait, no, it didn't fit in the mega trunk.
Mm-mm.
So you had to do a little bit of arranging, I suspect, or did you have to
Yeah.
put it into the back seat?
That's where all the Jenga experience comes in, Eric.
Is that how Jenga? Do you mean Tetris or Jenga?
Let's say I made a really good analogy and just agree with it. Tetris
Okay.
is probably a better fit,
I'm
but let's call it
I'm
Jenga.
still here.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm still here. I've not left yet. Go ahead, continue.
And so I had to disassemble a bunch of things. I had to put some mega boxes into the trunk with no lid, make sure nothing
Mm,
spills.
okay.
And then last minute thing.
Yeah.
Like we already load 2 mega boxes right into the car, which is already a lot.
Yeah.
Last minute thing, we
Yeah.
decided to include a bunch of old books. Uh huh.
You're getting rid of books.
Yeah.
Mm,
Bunch of old hardcovers that we don't really care about, like Harry Potter. Who cares about that stuff?
yeah. Yuck.
I made
Are you and your wife, your family in general, but are you and your wife avid readers?
yes,
You just like mow through books?
a-
Holy cow.
affirmative, and she's a bigger reader
Word.
than me.
Yeah. Yeah. I've seen
Yeah.
pictures of her. She looks very smart.
Right?
Yeah.
Especially next
She
to
looks
me.
very well. Well, I'm saying sometimes when you see people, you just be like, that person doesn't read. You ever see
Yeah.
that? When their eyes a little bit too close together? You know what I'm
Mm.
talking about.
Yeah, yeah. And they're closed.
Yeah. Yeah. And they have a shirt that says, I don't read,
Or no shirt.
Yeah. And it's tattooed on their chest. They just want to make a statement. Want to make sure that they're clear.
Yeah,
But
we're
yeah,
big
no,
readers.
I get it. So you guys go through books, and this is the thing that you do is either donate or go to a garage sale. Was it a group garage sale? You said, is that what it was?
It was the local group of friends here, mix of musicians and filmmakers. We just decided to get together. We're gonna make it a monthly thing, like a monthly purge and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
This is
Mm-hmm.
the first one.
Now, was it at
And
somebody's home, or was it at like an official, so like somewhere at the park, or where's the venue?
it was somebody's home, slash
Mhm.
studio. So it is more space than he needed. So perfect for this sort of
Mhm.
thing.
Mhm.
Yeah, it was a fun Saturday overall. We bought all the stuff there. We didn't sell
And
everything.
how do you get the word out to the people? Is it just like you're stapling things to telephone poles, or what do you do?
Just Facebook posts. Everybody's connected that way
Oh,
over here. Plus, we're super
gotcha,
popular.
gotcha. Well, okay.
Yeah.
So Facebook post.
Mm-hmm.
Good. You had a decent turnout. You didn't sell everything, but of the things but did you come back with less mega boxes?
We came back with no mega boxes because
Whoa.
they let us leave the stuff over there.
But you meant
Because
like, oh, you just sold the mega boxes too.
it's part of the sale.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Why didn't I think of
Well,
that?
yeah,
We're really getting rid of the extra stuff around here.
yeah, yeah. You're moving units, as they say.
Really moving the needle.
Yeah, yeah.
We've got day 2 tomorrow. I might go over there just to see what else sold and then bring stuff back. But like
Oh, I see. Okay.
overall pretty successful. Um, we weren't expecting to sell much because it's the first time, but like we wanted to support the idea, just to let him
Mhm.
know that yeah, this works. Let's keep doing it.
Yeah, yeah. Was it some early hour in the morning, or I still
No,
get lost in the translation as far as the hours are concerned, or the time of day?
nah, it started at 3 in the afternoon.
Okay. All right.
Pretty chill Saturday
You
overall.
had, you had a good turnout. That's great. Now, are you having to do a little bit of salesmanship? Like if somebody goes, goblet of fire, I don't know what that is.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Do you have to
Not
do
really.
you have to say like, oh, let me tell you about that. There's this boy, he lives under the stairs.
I'll be honest. I did none of that because this was all Jad stuff. Jad's my wife's name.
Oh,
Uh,
yeah, yeah.
The anytime. Hello, Rami Robles. Hold on, Eric. Rami.
Yeah.
Your name is familiar. I think you were here in a previous stream. Thank you for stopping by. I'm just drawing a bit of Phantom today and
Rami.
hanging out with my friend Eric. Was that Eric?
No, I was just saying hey to Rami. Thank you for joining us.
Ew.
Is there more than 2 people in the chat right now?
Let me find out. There could be hundreds.
It could be.
Yeah.
Lie to me. I'm not paying attention.
No, there's literally 2 people.
Okay, good. Listen, we're just hanging out.
Yeah,
John
man.
is so. It's just an intimate hangout, and you can ask John anything that you want about his artwork, about his career. If you're an artist yourself, you can ask him for insight on how did he get this far. I don't mean that to sound insulting, by the way.
Yeah.
Like you can
Not
ask
at all.
John how the heck he got this far. Okay. Anyway, we want you to engage because John is here for you and to draw these phantom pages, but John is here mostly for you.
Yeah. Stand by. I'm just sharing the link. A couple of pals. As we continue our story here shortly.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do me a favor, people in chat. Let me know if the music background audio is too loud or whatever.
I've gone down the rabbit hole that is the Megabox Corporation.
Oh no.
Yeah. I'm on the Google right now. And I'm seeing a lot of Megabox representation, man. They do everything.
Yeah, you can't.
Okay, listen. My wife may send up the signal flare for me to exit. So if I have to step away, I want to do anything disruptive. Because it is the weekend.
Mhm.
I am a father. And there
What?
are little explosive children. Hey, I started subscribing a couple of days ago, so I'm officially a dad.
Nice.
They started sending
Congrats,
the first
man.
couple of packages over.
Do
I'm
you
just kidding. They're
foresee-
kids. You know, they're loud. Their temperaments change very quickly, and I need to go over there and firefight if I get the signal.
Yeah, man, no problem.
Okay, what were we talking about? You were saying you had a great turnout, or at least a decent turnout for the Megabox sale.
Yeah, we did. We sold a bunch of books, a bunch of clothes, a bunch of yarn that wasn't being used. My wife likes to crochet, and you know,
Oh, is that what those were?
yes.
In the photos that you sent, they look like delicious cakes. And for a brief second, I thought to myself, this freaking John Moore is living the high life, man. You know, wives they're just selling cakes out there. It's so nice.
I'm a secret pastry chef. What can't he do?
With the size of those cakes, I would say not so secret very soon, but they look delicious. But now that I know that they're yarn, less delicious.
Yeah, they're giant skeins of yarn. My wife likes to crochet. Hello, MR Lou. I think you're new to the stream. I don't recognize your name. Welcome. We're just drawing Phantom 2040 and hanging out. Yeah, those were skeins of yarn, unused, and I think she intends to not. She doesn't intend to use them anymore because, like, she wasn't a fan of the colors, I believe, or the texture. Yeah,
Folks,
so
I encourage you to ask John questions about his process as he's setting up. Is it a page that you're working on, John, for Phantom?
A pinup.
Yeah. Is it weird that is it okay? This is Phantom it is a classic franchise. It is Phantom that goes to walks, but there's a twist to it. It's in the future now. No?
Yeah, classic franchise for a classic guy. They said.
Right. Listen, I'm trying to sell you here. I need you to like really turn it up. I need you to show up for this.
These were not my words.
Has it been announced yet?
It's running right now. It's running right now on.
Darn. Okay, clearly I didn't get the memo.
It's doing pretty well, I'm told, on Comics
Okay.
Kingdom.
Where can they find it?
It's on the Comics Kingdom website.
Okay.
You can literally just go to comicskingdom.com, search for Phantom 2040. Incidentally, you can also Google for best comic on the internet right now about Phantom 2040, and then it'll bring this up.
You can just type in Phantom 2040 and pretty much leave that entire beginning part off. And something will come up that may bring you to John Amore's artwork.
It's just a
Point
picture of me.
is, point is, he's here now. So please ask away if you are artists or creatives yourself. You're willing to get insight on John's process. He's happy to answer as many questions as you have. Okay, John. So, what is it like as you? Would you say that this is one of your first jab steps into mainstream stuff? I know you'd been doing Urban Animal for like 6 years, right? Which was it was a Herculean task to finally get to the end of it. Congratulations. If you guys aren't familiar with that, please go to Line Webtoon and look for Urban Animal. John had been toiling away at his genius for 6 years. Please check that out. But now he's into the mainstream that is a Phantom 2040. What's that feel like, John?
It's scary. It's
Why?
it's scary to me, man. Yeah,
Why?
I was saying at the beginning of the stream before anybody joined me here, I was saying that it's funny when we started working on Phantom last year because I didn't and I was worried it was gonna get me in trouble, but I admitted that I wasn't really a fan necessarily of the franchise when I started it because not because I didn't like it, but because I didn't know much about it, you know?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
and knowing that it already had a dedicated audience because like
Mm-hmm.
and I'm gonna talk more about that in a bit, but like knowing it had dedicated audience was just like I felt the pressure of disappointing
Okay.
people. And
Okay.
that part was scary. And the reason why I felt that there was a dedicated audience is as soon as we were announced as a creative team on IGN,
Mm-hmm.
me, Alex Segura, and Mike Marisi, we were announced on IGN.
Mm-hmm.
I immediately got followed by like 4 fan accounts, Phantom fan accounts,
Sure.
like dedicated to
Sure.
Phantom. And I was like, oh shit,
Yeah. Yeah.
it's
So
real.
was it sobering to know that there are Phantom fan accounts, and then now that they're following you, you're like, oh, I really hope I can live up to the expectation. Was it a version of a magnifying glass that you previously hadn't been aware of?
Yeah. I like silly of me really to not think about it or not consider it, but like, of course,
I
Phantom
didn't
is
say
gonna
it, but
have.
you did. Continue.
Yeah, yeah. Of course, Phantom is gonna have some dedicated fan accounts or fan groups, right? But
Yeah.
like, I was just so far removed from that particular type of superhero, or
Yeah.
that particular type of comic character that like I didn't have a grasp of the scope of it. Now I do.
Yeah. A much better one, or like, well, see, here's the thing. We've known each other for what feels like forever, you know?
Yeah.
Um, I know the way, or I have an idea of how you do your research, and you pretty much go into the rabbit hole that is whatever it is that you're working on. You know,
Yes.
it's your charming tism, where you're like, I don't know anything about this, but I'm going to learn as much about it as I can. So,
Easy, easy.
and when you jumped into the Phantom, did you also do a ton of research
uh, probably
eventually and
less,
currently?
probably less than I should have, but yes, yes, I did
Yeah, yeah,
on Phantom 2040 and Classic Phantom.
got it.
Our editor Alex over there was nice enough to provide a whole bunch of reading material, and then
Yeah,
I went over it as best I could. I still do, time to time.
yeah. So what is the thing that what are your top 3 takeaways from all that material? Number 1, I mean, outside of obviously having a built-in fan base and people are like super passionate about it.
Yeah. Well, if I'm perfectly honest, the first takeaway for me is that the timeline is a little confusing for me
Sure. Sure. Yeah.
because there's a lot of like repeated names and you don't necessarily know which Phantom is doing this in this era. And I don't know if that's by
Mm-hmm.
design or if it's like to keep, or if it's like they didn't care too much about continuity back then. I don't know.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah, I think it's like similar to anything else. It's like, eras of Superman,
yeah, exactly.
There's going to be things where you go like, "Oh, that makes a lot of sense," and people reference it an awful lot. Like, I don't know how many times people will reference the John Byrne era of Superman, but there's a bunch of stuff between then and now of runs from people that nobody ever pays attention to, or rarely pay attention to.
Yes.
So, um, I think you're caught in the same mix.
Yeah. And like I said, it's a matter of I don't necessarily know who certain people are, like which walker is under the cowl. Know what I mean? In
Yeah,
certain
right,
situations.
right.
But the other thing that struck me is just how versatile the character is. I feel like you got him punching Nazis in one arc and then fighting dinosaurs in the other. So I'm
Right.
like, it's pretty
Right.
cool.
Yeah, I think so
Like,
too. I think when you have those kinds of characters, and I think it's because it's of a certain era, a la, Flash Gordon, a la Rocketeer,
mhm,
those are the sets of books like, Doc Samson and whatever, that golden age of superheroes. Those were the kinds of books where they were just trying as many things out as possible, and often informed by what people were super into back in the day,
yes,
So you'll get something like, fighting Nazis era, and then next thing you know, you'll get the, fighting giant super robots.
yes.
There is a movie that came out a little while ago called, oh gosh, it's Gwyneth Paltrow and Jude Law.
Sky
What was it
Commander.
called again? Sky Commander, right? And I think that's similarly the space that Phantom was in. You know,
All right, so
and it's
Sky
anything from
Captain.
like Sky Captain, right, right.
Yeah.
Sky Captain in the World of Tomorrow.
Yes.
And yeah, it's that era of like, hey, we are flying a vintage, fighter plane, and you go underwater, and now you have underwater adventures, and now you go end up on Dinosaur Island, and next thing you know, now you're in a sky fortress kind of thing,
Mhm.
and that's really pretty darn cool because you can pretty much do whatever you want with it. But modern audiences um, are not used to it.
Yeah.
So it takes a little while. It's almost like we have to continue in this. We have to put you in this one locale, and that's it, right?
Yeah.
You're either futuristic and everything futuristic, or there's nothing else. And I think Phantom, and again, the golden era of comics, allowed for everything because who knows what kind of stories people are into,
There's a purity to it of like not having to try to appeal to too many people and just let the character be who the character wants to be. Like
Yeah, yeah,
it's pretty simple. And that's the interesting thing about 2040 is like because he's in the future, he kind of there's a bit of loss of versatility to the character because like I feel like classic Phantom Kit Walker, you
mm-hmm.
can do
Mm-hmm.
you could do a lot of things with him just because of the nature of the pulp genre. But once you put
Yeah,
him in sci-fi, I I feel like, and I could be wrong, it limits the scope a little bit, just a little bit.
mm,
But that could just be me being short-sighted.
yeah, yeah. I'm trying to think because I worked on a version of Phantom 2040 back in the day,
Hmm.
and they really wanted to they really wanted to capture the pulpness of it all. And I think that's the reason why, at least in the version that I worked on, they always called back to previous incarnations. There was always another Phantom that gave you a sort of a feeling of legacy
Yeah.
to go like, oh, this doesn't just exist in the future, but this has existed at, time immemorial.
Yeah.
So if there's any of that, it still kind of opens up the sandbox to have a bunch of different versions of him. To be in hardcore sci-fi all the time, I think, maybe to your point, it's a missed opportunity. You're leaving a lot of things on the table there.
We'll see. Like maybe they'll do some wild stuff that they just couldn't do with it. I mean,
Yeah.
we're getting a season 2, and we're gonna start working on that like 2-3 months after season 1 wraps up. I don't know
Yeah.
exactly what they have planned, but first season, it's a lot of without spoiling anything, but like there's a lot of like Final Fantasy and Blade Runner elements to it, in that like it's
Sure.
drawing on it's treating the energy of the world as sort of like a power source, like
Mm.
nature as a power source, and like there's a bit of like Captain Planet in there, which I really dig.
Yeah, yeah. I think you kind of, I don't know, man. What was that?
It was me.
What was that?
It was me saying I like it. I like it.
Oh, you did a voice.
Oh.
Jeez Louise.
Did you look behind you?
No, I was just like, whatever that is, it it pressed my annoying button, you know? No, I forgot what I was asking.
Oh, you were talking about
I think that's the thing about this property. I think if you don't lean into I don't know why potentially people might be like from when we did Phantom 2040 back in the day, they didn't lean enough into the campiness. And I think that's why that's why I like Sky Captain, and that's why one of my most favorite films is the movie Rocketeer.
yeah.
And
Same.
they leaned into it. You know, they knew what they had. They even leaned into it by way of dialogue and character development and all the villains and all that kind of stuff. But like, I think when you try to take it and update it too much, it loses its charm.
Yeah.
Because it starts to show its seams in the worst way possible. Because at the end of the day, he's a guy in a purple suit with two guns and striped underwear. You know,
Yeah.
like if you don't lean into that, if you don't like kind of I don't know. It's kind of like taking, Adam West Batman and making him run around Christopher Nolan, city, Gotham
Yeah.
City. It doesn't work. I think you kind of have to accept the fact that there's Thwap and Bam and you know what I mean, like all the campy stuff. I think
Yeah.
but I think the reason why people don't do it all that often is because they don't know how to do it in earnest. Does that make sense? Like they try to do it to the point where it's a parody as opposed to understanding the audience. And I think that's the reason why Sky Captain does it well. And I think that's the reason why Rocketeer does it well, is because it assumed that the audience was still from that era, as opposed to, assuming that the audience are in on the joke.
Yeah.
And so it becomes a parody. Does that make sense?
Which isn't to say you can't make him cool if he's campy.
Oh, sure. Sure. Yeah, I don't think that's I'm trying to think, like, for instance, oh gosh, Army of Darkness leans into
Yes.
campy a lot, right? But he's freaking cool as heck, you know?
I wonder if I wonder if younger folks would enjoy Army of Darkness, because I saw that when I was in my early teens, I want to say.
Yeah.
Because if you
I
look
think
at
they would.
the current Evil Dead movies, they're pretty serious, super
Sure.
serious, super violent.
Yeah. I think maybe that's why I'm not into it. I know this is probably just my old man talking, but
Mm-mm.
I think there's room for, drag me to hell kind of movies, you know?
Yeah. What's an example of like a modern campy movie that works? Can you think of one? Campy movie,
Not
campy property.
immediately. Oh gosh, what is the movie with the actress from that wrestling series from Netflix? What is her name again? Betty
Betty Gilpin?
Gilpin?
Yeah.
Yeah. And she's in a movie called, hold on, let me look it up. Betty Gilpin is in the movie called Look that title up. Oh, there it is. First one that comes up. It's called The Hunt. Have you seen that?
That's campy?
Yeah. Heck yeah. Super
I-
duper campy.
I heard that was by the Game of Thrones guys.
Oh, was
The
it really?
writers?
No,
Yeah,
was it?
I haven't seen
Okay,
it,
let's
but
look. Written
Benny,
by it's written by Damon Lindelof. So
guess I was wrong.
yeah, no, it's really super campy. I mean, not super campy, but you can see the campiness of it, you know?
There's a degree of self-awareness to it.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And it doesn't take itself all that seriously. And when the actors are, and I think that's when it works, is because the underpinning of the script, the thematics of the script, it has that camp to it, but the actors play it off seriously, and so it's that much more hilarious. If that makes any sense.
We're talking about campy. I think the Knives Out series is a little campy.
There's another one. Yeah, there's another one. Absolutely. That's done well. The first one set a tone that I don't think
Yep.
the other two lived up to, but first one was great.
I really like that third one. I like the third one more than the second one.
Yeah, sure. Same here. If we had to say, I would have to say first one, second one, or first one, third one, second one. First one is
But
just Knives Out. So
yeah,
third one is called, what was it called?
Dead Man, Wake Up Dead Man.
Wake Up Dead Man, and then Glass Onion is the second.
Yeah, that first one was the best one. I agree with you.
Agree. Agree. Anyway, there you go. That's what that works. I hope they find something like that, because I think, again, having experienced a version of, putting Phantom into super duper future with like robots and blah, and the visuals are obviously there, but when you read the story, you're like, oh, you're taking yourself way too seriously. Like, I can't imagine. I think if you do Phantom in the same
Stand
sort
by.
of tone and texture. Say again?
Stand by. I'm receiving a call. I'm not sure from where.
Uh-oh.
I'm gonna need to BRB. Here,
Okay.
vamp for a minute.
Okay. Hi, guys. What are you
Sorry, Eric.
wearing? All right, listen, I'm not watching John's stream. Maybe I should, but I refuse. I'm just here to hang out. Actually, it's probably because when he gets back, I'm going to excuse myself, as I am also getting a call, not necessarily a call, but a message from my wife saying, hey, lunch is here, and we'd appreciate your company on the weekends. Okay, actually, in order for me to talk to you, I probably need to watch the stream, no? No? Okay. Did he just straight leave? I'm watching this thing live and he straight left. What a jerk. Okay, what should we
Back.
talk about? Oh, darn. I was just about to get into something really deep and philosophical and
There was a slight emergency. My wife is asleep, but my cat was bothering her. We can't have that.
yeah. Just the idea of that, triggered my anxiety. Because I know what that's like. She's sleeping. Don't wake her up. In about 2 minutes here, John, I'm gonna have to excuse myself, so I'm getting the high sign from my wife to be like, food's here.
Oh, no worries, dude. Oh, bit of a late lunch for you.
Yeah. Well, everybody is playing lazy style,
It is the weekend. Thanks for the company,
is.
man.
Yeah, man. I'm finally watching the stream. I never knew that you were right-handed.
Oh, I guess so, because you would only see me draw digitally before. You couldn't tell.
Yeah, more often. Yeah.
Yeah. What is that? How does that make you feel?
I don't know. Immediately in my head, I was like, this basic bitch. You can't be left-handed.
Are you left-handed? Does that make you cool?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. At least 20, 30% cooler than right-handers. Until you give me a pair of scissors and then it flummoxes me. Can I tell you something? It was so traumatic as a kid to be left-handed because everything is made for right-handed people.
Yeah. Normal people.
That I had the only, yeah. Boring, normal people, Anyway, so I had to learn how to operate anything in all tools that were made for right-handers, but everything else, when it comes to drawing and writing, a left hand. It surprised my wife this one time where she was trying to be kind and accommodating and allowing me to like, oh, I got you this thing that's specifically for left-handed people. I'm like, I don't know how to use that because I lived in your world. I didn't want to make you guys. I didn't. There was no version of an era that I grew up in which exceptions were being made for me. I had to go the other way. You know.
Yeah. Like to that point, like the whole pattern of eating also is like favored for right-handers, right? Because the spoon
Correct.
primarily is
Yep.
held with your right.
Yep.
Did you need to change that, or
Actually,
you
you know what?
adjusted?
Here's the thing. Like here in the United States, it's the first time culturally things coming here early as a kid, 4th grade, 5th grade. I'd seen that the use of the spoon was very minimal in the United States when it comes to meals.
How are they eating over there?
Everything is primarily done with a fork.
Huh.
So fork right hand, knife left hand. You cut and shovel stuff in your face using that fork. Rare is a spoon ever used. Yep,
So
in a
that's alien
setup.
to me. That's alien to me.
Yeah. If you ever come here and have like a proper dinner, they'll have a spoon on the table, but more often than not, that spoon is missing, is absent, and they expect you to get everything done with a fork and knife.
Interesting. Hey, listen.
I suspect in other regions or other areas of the United States, a spoon might get more mileage, but generally, forks and
I
knives.
accept you though, man. You're cool.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad. It took a lot of time in therapy to sort of like accept myself.
So your wife
This isn't that kind of stream. Let's not go there. So
is your wife is right-handed, I assume?
Yeah.
No wonder she's so cool.
Basic bitch.
Is our buddy Dave left-handed?
No, but our buddy Mike is left-handed. You know what? This is a good question. Here, I'm gonna summon him right now by thinking about him and a pair of boobs, which is what typically awakens Dave.
Easy.
Let me think. Okay, he should be on his way. I put out the bat signal.
You DM'd him?
No, I just thought about it.
Oh.
See if he picks it up.
Hey,
Yeah, he's on his way.
you need to go anytime.
Anyway,
soon.
no, Mike is left-handed, and I think between you and Dave, right-handers. I'm not exactly sure about Dave. How would you feel if you found out close group of friends that you hang out almost on daily with, and you're the only quote unquote normal one? Would you feel unique or left out?
Superior. Clearly.
I did not expect that word.
Superior, man. How else am I supposed to feel? Bunch
what I'm
of
asking.
degenerate left-handers.
I wouldn't say degenerate. We're just saying we have better, use of our brain capacity. Like we can do a bunch of different things using both hemispheres.
See,
Now here's
thinking-
the part that go ahead. Here what you're
thinking
saying.
that way changes my worldview, and so I reject it instantly.
You're
you know?
scared of it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now here's the part that kind of weirds me out. I was thinking about learning how to play the guitar.
Oh yeah. That's for a right-hander.
Yeah, and I don't know. But when you say right-handers, are you strumming the guitar with your right hand, or are you what are you calling the chords with your right hand?
You're strumming with your right hand.
Strumming with your right hand. Oh, jeez, that feels so weird to me.
That's the standard way. In fact, and this might be common knowledge to most people, but I found this out fairly late. Jimi Hendrix was left-handed, and they had to like rearrange a guitar and like change all the string arrangements just so he could use it, because he had a very distinct way of playing. And I suspect it was partially because he learned how to play on a right-handed guitar, and then they adjusted it for him, for lefty style.
Yeah. The idea, even when I pantomime playing guitar, I am strumming with my left hand.
That's very alien.
Yeah. I suspect it's very alien to a lot of different
Do you know
people,
how to play
including the
guitar?
equipment.
Serious question.
I used to. Yeah, I was practicing, and then my wife took it over, and it just went away. For the life of me now, I couldn't put together anything. I couldn't even read a sheet of music.
What do you mean took it over?
As in, she took my equipment.
Why? Why did she do that?
Because it was made for a right-hander,
God,
and
I
I
mean,
couldn't wrap my mind around it. You know?
I don't think there's anything physiologically in the guitar that stops a left-hander from playing. You just rearrange the strings, unless I'm completely wrong about that.
I don't think you're wrong. I think it's just the way the strings were set up already for a right-hand player.
No. It doesn't work. The body needs to be the opposite orientation as well.
Oh, there you go. There you go.
Yeah, makes sense.
All right.
Yeah.
On that note, I'm gonna go get some lunch.
Yeah, you fix your body orientation, man. Have some lunch.
Yeah. I'll go. Yeah. All right, man. I'll see you later.
Thanks for your
Have a
company,
good
buddy.
stream. Okay.
You.
Bye.
That was my good pal Eric Kennedy. He's stepping away to have lunch. Bit of a late lunch over there, where he's at. I don't know who all's on stream with me right now, but whoever is, thank you for your company. I'm just gonna continue working on this. I finished inking, well, almost finished inking this part. I'm gonna hold off on this because I'm not entirely sure. I'm not entirely happy with the pencils of that eye. We're gonna wait and work on these parts because I'm happy with the pencils on his face. And beef up the music a little bit as I go into focus mode over here. What is this? What are these tunes? What's happening right now? Hmm. share the YouTube link on Patreon. One moment. Hey, Winter. Hold on, let me lower the music a little bit because I know it's a little loud. There you go. Yeah, you finally caught one. I don't know if this is the best time for streaming, if it's ideal for Western folks. I know it's afternoon hours over there for you guys, but it is 5 a.m. for me. So it's a little tricky. Your music be blasting, yeah, man. Just hanging out, getting some work done. Chill vibes. Oh, you're being way more productive than me. Earlier, I had my friend Eric Canetti hanging out on the call on Discord. I don't know if you're familiar with his work. He's the current artist on Absolute Batman. And he took the time to just hang out with little old me, which was super cool. I'm moving slower than I need to, slower than I want to on these lines. It's mostly because it's pretty tricky. So you got dogs, Winter? What are you referring to right now? What do you mean sample cover art? An editor from Dark Horse coming to my school. Portfolios. Ooh, that's super cool. What are you gonna be showing him? I'm from DC too. What school are you at? Hubert School? SCAD? Forgive me if I've asked that before, but I don't remember. Cool, man. Good luck. I know that particular preparation can be very anxiety inducing. Yeah, you're at SCAD. Makes sense. Cool. Now, every time I put together a portfolio, now granted, I don't do it very often. I always have a bit of trouble picking which piece to put up front. 6-page horror comic, that's cool. That's actually one of my dreams, is to work on a horror thing for Dark Horse. And specifically to be able to do something in the Hellboy universe. Man, that'd be a dream. Nerve wracking, yeah. You got this. Like, are you hoping to land a job off this portfolio or just some good feedback and apply the learning? I don't know what your goals are. But either way, you just keep at it. Can't fail. Nobody gets worse with practice, as they say. Right. They came to you. Other way, good luck, good luck. No, I actually don't know any editors over in Dark Horse. That should be interesting. Feedback mostly, they pick me for a job, icing on the cake. Yeah, absolutely. That's the perfect mindset. How many years? See, I don't know anything about art school. How many years does it take to get an art degree at SCAD? Is it like a 4-year thing, like most vocations? Yeah, man, stay productive. The temptation to just bury myself in artwork right now, with the way the world's going, is very strong. The temptation is very strong. Thankfully, I have a ton of work to do to keep me busy. I'm in classes. Cool. Are you at liberty to say their name? Actually, it's probably better if you don't. Oh, it's a 4-year degree. Okay. The Dark Horse news I'm aware of is that they replaced, who is it? Mike Richardson? Is that his name? Like basically the, what is he? The editor in chief, and has been for decades. Basically the guy in charge over there. I don't know if he quit or if he got replaced. Either way, it's end of an era. I wonder who's gonna step up. Yeah, not Mike Richardson. Yeah, of course. Man, I want to draw some Hellboy. I want to draw some PPRD. One day, one day. I'm more than happy working on Phantom. Plugging away. Evan Burkhalter. I'm not familiar with that person. Cool. I know a Brian Burkhalter. It's a musician. I wonder if they're related. Brandon, rather. Brandon Burkhalter. A drummer. Ooh. Buffy's a good choice. Star Wars or Predator or Alien. All obviously. I love that stuff. I don't know if Dark Horse still has the publishing rights for those properties. I could be wrong. But I think they're under Disney at this point. I think. Like I know Disney owns the movie licenses, but I don't know who owns the comic licenses for those. Oh, I didn't know you were a Batman fan. I know you're a Spider-Man fan. gonna focus a bit to get this hatching right. Yeah, Batman's pretty cool. I love Static Shock as well. I know nothing about Static Shock. I just really like the design. I never got a chance to read any Static comics or see the cartoon, or rather see any of his cartoon appearances. I should draw Static. I think a lot of people don't realize that Static. How do I phrase this? I think a lot of people don't realize that before Miles Morales, there was Static, and he's pretty cool. No worries. I appreciate you stopping by, Winter. I know you've been having bad luck with catching the streams, so this is fun. But if you need to step away to take care of your portfolio stuff, please, by all means. I'll just be, I'm just gonna be plugging away at this piece. See, I wasn't sure if there was a Static cartoon or if he just was part of Young Justice. I know there was like a mature, mature, mature Static showing up in Batman Beyond, and he was part of something. I could be speaking out of my ass. I'm gonna BRB. I'm gonna grab some water real quick. Hydrate. I will be back very shortly. I'm back. Okay, I'm back. Thanks for waiting, everyone. I see that you got 5 people watching on stream. Appreciate the company. Feel free to just lurk as I work on this phantom pinup. I'm having a little sandwich right now. But we're not gonna worry about that. Let's zoom out a little bit here. There we go. I'm gonna ink these eyes last, just so I can really zero in on them. That was a peanut butter sandwich, you guys. Breakfast of champions. Alright, let's go. Let's do some hatching. Let's fill this in. We're gonna zoom back in here actually. I know some people want to see this part of the process. something interesting about hatching here is that I never really made a conscious effort to get good at it. And I actually don't really think, I still don't really think that I'm particularly good at hatching, but I just grew to love the process of it, from from drawing digitally for so long and like falling in love with a bunch of manga studio and clip studio brushes. And they just have such a specific look to them. They don't look they don't look entirely digital to me, despite being brushes. And I don't know if that's just the quality of the program or whoever made those brushes, right? Um, what I'm trying to say here is that I got decent at hatching traditionally from trying to emulate how those brushes felt. I sort of got good at it in reverse. Got decent at it in reverse. And I really admire some traditional artists who just like they just really grinded it out, by feel. They just developed an eye for it. I still don't think I have an eye for it. Traditional hatching, which is why I really labor over the composition process. It takes me a while to figure out a good composition. And I usually need to do it digitally to make room for second guessing myself. Spotting the blacks, figuring out where the hatching goes. That does not come naturally to me. I don't think. But we're gonna do it. We're gonna make it work. It's gonna look bad before it looks good, you guys. Stippling is another monster to me, dude. Like, I don't think I'm ever gonna attempt stippling. But I understand. Like, I agree with you. It looks amazing. I do not have the patience for it. Feathered lines I can do. Stippling is something else entirely. Another, another beast entirely. Forget the characters. I mean, I have the same problem, which is why I really enjoy doing my atmosphere pieces because I don't really think about individual characters, and I just treat the background as a character. Which is treating the background as a character. It's an entirely different challenge all its own, but it's fun. I find it fun. So all the vertical hatching is done. Now we're gonna try to do a bit of cross hatching to break down these edges even further. Use them even further. I say fuse, I meant blend them. Nikki! Hey! Nikki, Abby was here earlier. I have a vacuum as well. I keep it here in the office. But I have cats and it scares the shit out of them, man. They hate it. They are not fans. Nikki, are you streaming today? You're streaming? Sick for 3 weeks. Are you still sick? What's going on? How'd you get that? You saying you've been streaming sick? 'Cause I saw you playing. What was it? Subnautica? You were sick doing that? What are you doing, Nick? What are you doing, bro? Ooh, I should tell Toxic I'm live. What do you think of it? Oops. What's the link? What's the link to my stream? Stand by, guys. Right, I'm back. Week off for last week. Yeah, how's that going, Nikki? Sorry, man. I know that's tough. I know that's the toughest. Sea of Thieves. That's what it was. I've never played Sea of Thieves. It's a little daunting to me. Oh. Winter, if you're still in stream, Nikki over here is an old friend of mine from my Twitch days when I used to stream art over there. She was one of my mods, in fact. Nikki, you gonna mod for me on YouTube? Marcus, ridiculous trash, but I still look. Why were I playing? Yeah, man, that's the way. That's the spirit. I don't know how modding on YouTube works. Yeah, listen. I'm gonna figure out my hours first. Hey, Tox. The one Matilda. Is that your name over here? The one Matilda. Is mod on here? That's a good question. It's a good question. That's what I'm trying to figure out. I need to look into it. There's gotta be, right? Guys, make sure to subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell for notifications. Yeah, man. Just hit the bell. But if you're not gonna hit the bell, you know what? Whatever. It doesn't bother me. Whatever. I know you're saying that in a certain way, Talks, but I'm gonna read it as I made this when I was 14, baby. That's how it sounds to me in my head. Yeah, the reason why I'm on YouTube primarily rather than back on Twitch is because uh, a lot of the people who collect my art, rude. A lot of the people who collect my art, they're on YouTube. In fact, Winter Powell Art over here is an artist, an art student, and she owns a whole bunch of my pieces. So there's a very healthy art market over here on YouTube. People of that audience stop by here every now and then. There you go, Abby's back. Guys, thanks for stopping by. This reminds me of the good old days. Nikki, I'm gonna guess it's mid-afternoon for you and you're just chilling. You're just being sick, chilling. Sick, chilling. Also, this might have happened a while back, but like, on Twitch, right? It used to be you go from on Twitch. It used to be you go from affiliate to partner. You would go from a 50-50 split in profit to 70-30 split, right? But like a couple of years ago, it changed to 50-50 affiliate to 50-50 partner. So it's like, what's even the point? What are you doing? The only advantage that checkmark gets you is like uh, better support, better support from Twitch, I believe. That's all it gets you, man. Now I'm saying that I'm not completely ruling it out because I do like the whole raiding aspect, sharing audiences like that. I do miss that, and I wish YouTube had that. Winter, I don't know if you're familiar, but like on Twitch, right? If you're streaming and then you've got a certain amount of people watching you, at the end of your stream, you can do a raid, which is like you take that entire audience and visit somebody else's stream. So it'd be the equivalent of like if Comic Art Fans finishes its stream, Bill can choose to take the entire audience and like, hey, John's streaming right now. Let's go over there. That's a raid. Twitch has that function. YouTube does not. Excuse me. That's very cool. It was my favorite function of that whole thing. So if I start multi-streaming or like if I start doing exclusive Twitch streams, that's one of the big reasons why. But another big reason is because I still have friends over there. Mm. So, Nikki, what do you have? What's the disease that you have, dog? What's your disease? Why are you so sick, bro? That took too long. But we're gonna keep plugging away at it. Ouch, ouch, my hand. Oh, I miss clips too. I wonder if there's clipping on YouTube. Oh no, Winter. I hope she's okay. I hope she didn't get into some art supplies over there. There is? There's clipping? I was not aware. On YouTube? On the YouTube? I didn't catch what time it was for Toxic. I have a feeling it's like... I'm gonna guess it's like early evening for her. I think? Let me know, Tox. I hope your dog's okay, Winter. Come on, Nick. 7:32 p.m. Aw, Tox. It's past your bedtime. Tox. It's time to go to bed. What are you still doing up? It's time to go to bed. Put on those little socks. Put on those little toe socks. Oh no. You gotta be careful, if the bagel spread has like garlic in it, right? I hope it doesn't. Because isn't that like literally toxic to dogs? Hope she's okay. Seriously though, Nikki, I hope you feel better soon, whatever it is. I hope you get over it. Your little disease that you have. That's gotta be shitty though. You'll be like, to be looking for work and sick at the same time. I'm so sorry, dude. Yeah, that should do it. Pumpkin and lots of water. What kind of dog is she? What kind of dog is she? Is she a cat? I'm happy with that. I'm German Shepherd mix. It's a big dog. That'll keep you busy. Stand by. I'm gonna take a short break to share some artwork with you guys that I just finished recently that I don't think is posted anywhere except on my social. Zoom out here. Because I'm practicing how to draw on gray tone paper, and it's a little tricky. I don't feel like I have a handle on it yet. I'm making a lot of mistakes and having to correct a lot. And the special challenge, right? I'm sure Winter, you're familiar with this. The special challenge is that the paper already comes gray, so then you need to figure out like uh, where the whites go and like the best way to highlight certain parts of the drawing. So this I did last month, and this I did a couple of days ago. This is a mix of ink, Copic marker, and some acrylic marker, and it really got that bright white that I really like. And this has no acrylic marker on it; it's just white pencil. Uh, it doesn't come out as bright, but I'm happy with how it turned out because like I couldn't really use acrylic white for her hair because I needed to go back in and do those individual strands. Yeah, these are fun. Maybe in future streams I'll do more like gray tone work like this once I feel more comfortable with this particular medium. But yeah, just sharing, guys. Yeah, woo! What is this song? What's happening with that song? Okay. So, we already took care of major piece of hatching. We'll probably make that a little smoother. Let's zoom back in here. Hmm. I hope your dog feels better, Winter. And in fact, whatever it was, it's all out. Better out than in. It could be as simple as she's just hungry. I like the bass in this song. Yeah, that's what I like about these royalty-free songs sometimes. It's like every now and then there's a cool one. That might be a little too loud. Right, I'm happy with that. Let's do this part. Making Saturday afternoons one of my regular stream schedules actually feels pretty good. Well, Saturday afternoon for you guys. Sunday morning for me, technically. It's kind of nice. I like it. Oh no. Feel that this pen is about to die. I don't think I have another point 0.3. That's gonna be a problem. We're gonna try to wring every last drop of ink out of this thing. Yeah, pretty good. Right. I'm actually gonna finish this hatching area, and then I might call it after that. Whoever's still sitting in the chat, lurking, thank you so much for being here today. I really appreciate you spending your time just watching somebody draw. I appreciate the company. Everybody who stopped by said hello. Abby, Nikki, Toxic, Eric, Winter. There's a couple of handful of names that I probably forgot, and I apologize. I don't do it on purpose. And if I do, I'll never tell. I am still figuring out a proper stream schedule, but this felt good, so this might be something I'll do again at this particular time slot. Watching you work is so comfy. But no, thank you for stopping by, Nikki, especially because you're sick. Toxic, because I know it's super late over there. Although it is the weekend, so I don't know what you're up to. I don't know what kind of dubious dark dealings you're up to over the weekend. I don't know what kind of trouble you're getting into over there. Nothing good, I bet. Yes, thank you everybody for spending your time. I'm gonna call it here. I've been live for, I don't know how long I've been live. I've been live for a bit. I want to say 2 hours. Yeah. In any case, thank you. I'm probably gonna do another stream. I want to say Monday afternoon, very likely. Same time as today. I'm gonna finish this on that stream. I'm probably gonna try apply some screen tone and do all the finishing touches for this piece Monday afternoon. Anyway, thank you everybody. I'll catch you guys then. Peace. Have a good weekend.